It's the Cable
I like a Force Negation. I like a Grief. Gotta be one of those, right? One of them free cards. Oh my god. Should I ditch this and draft Synthesizer? Let's try Synthesizer. New edition. If this was a pack one, pick one, I'd be taking that Raptor. God, that Raptor is so good. Thank God Cube is back. It's been so long, right? It was like a day. Corey Mary, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 41 months. Oh, shit, what up? Yeah. I can see that my mic is working. I can see. You can't fool me. Ooh, Grim Monolith. That's a hot pickup. That's a sick one. I got some paper standard prep in today. Feeling pretty good about it. I hadn't played paper standard in like 4 years, 5 years. I don't know. It'd been a minute. You've arrived for the sauce? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, pack one, pick one to Grief. And then I got past Synthesizer, and I was like, well then. Well then. Yeah, I think Standard's in a really good place. I'm definitely not playing like the best deck for this tournament, but when have I ever done that, right? My only hesitation is that Dallas is like having crazy storms right now. Ooh, the key for the Monolith. Monolith key, that's a thing. So basically I'm leaving Madison, which is gorgeous right now. This is like the prettiest this place ever gets. Bright sunlight, really pleasant temperatures. Perfect outdoor weather. And going to a city where there's like thousands of people without electricity and stuff. I actually think Jace the Mind Sculptor would probably be fine in Standard. Yeah, it wouldn't help with the draws. Like right now, a lot of decks are drawing and stuff. It wouldn't help with that aspect. But you're right. Liliana and Jace are two different things in terms of standard balance. I am indeed back, Where's a Mill. I meant to go live a little bit earlier today. And then I couldn't find my hotel reservation for the weekend and panicked. And then I found the charge on my card. There's no way I could get charged and not have a reservation, right? That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy sauce. Regional Championship Thopter Gifts. Should I put that in the fucking... Should I spell it out? Basically, if I do really well there, then I'll get back on the Pro Tour. That's also been a long time. That'd be kind of fun, huh? Got a little bit of that drive. Oh, that's scary, Hippo. The long break between Cube seasons. Yes, thankfully it's over. I can't believe I didn't stream a single day between Cube seasons. Yeah, right, Elders Millennial? I'm a little bit worried about that, too. I'm feeling better about my my testing and stuff and deck choice, and less good about the actual like weather and what. Yeah, right, Treskies. When has that happened? Fucking all the time. The fact that Texas is not on the same power grid as the rest of the U.S. is bananas. Just absolutely bananas. I'm always drafting artifacts. We got a new one. We got Synthesizer. We gotta try the Synthesizer. Oh shit! What up? But yeah, you're right, Birdaboos. I am always drafting a wide variety of things. Yeah, McLovin Chi, thanks for the sub, thanks for 11 months. Something to continue adding to your growing music collection. Also, the Cube. Wet B, thanks for sharing that Prime. Thanks for 14 months, appreciate it. Oh, amazing, it's soup. Yeah, love me some Louis Cole. Synthesizer is a sweet addition, yeah. I was a little surprised to see that it wasn't around the first time, but it's around for the second pass. Excited about that. Academy, yeah, right? Academy, workshops, both. They're fucking mono brown pile here. It does make Constructs. Really good card to Metamorph. If we can find a Metamorph for the Synthesizer, it'll really pop off. You talked about cheese to your girlfriend, and you believe she's now just your friend? Oh no. Oh no. My cheese box showed up. The $75 one that I ordered. And I immediately rushed into my girlfriend's office and was like, the cheese box just showed up. Do you wanna sample some of this? And she was like, obviously. And so we took a little cheese break. I tried the garlic pesto. Jack cheese. Very smooth and buttery and garlicky. I can still like taste the garlic in my on my breath here. Excellent. Meant to be, yeah, right? Not to brag, but it's going pretty well. Is there a version of Affinity that would play Simulacrum Synthesizer? Oh yeah, Treskies. Modern and Legacy is already playing this card. Already about it. The Wasteland's tempting. How do I rate Nexus of Becoming? Poorly. Workshops! Hell yeah. Ideally, we would wheel Karn out of here. Karn's just going to be spitting out even more Karnstructs. But yeah, we're all artifacts, so Workshops is just a Black Lotus land. Cryptic Cope makes sense with Synthesizer. It's like another thing to trigger the Synthesizer. I don't think I can justify it over Karakas, though. Like, I could rebuy this and trigger Synthesizer every turn. They made 14 card swaps for Mo. Almost no changes, but they didn't add the Synthesizer card, so we're already about it. Yes, Mox, yes! This pack 2 is going so well! Everything's going so well! Ah! My life is so good. Sup, pal? I think we shipped Sword of the Meek in pack 1, right? I want the Palantr anyway. We don't have Academy where Thopter combo would be better. And we do have Workshops where Palantr is a little better. And it's another trigger for Synthesizer. My big issue with this card is it's like kind of bad to top deck in the late game, but it's just like not even bad to rip anymore with Synthesizer, right? Oh yeah, Urza, Academy. Those would be some nice ones. Is that a balance? Should we balance? It looks like a balanced deck, doesn't it? Deck is starting to look filthy. It's starting to look real dirty. I'm so happy. What a good day. We've not seen Academy yet. Still a potential. Still a potential nab. I really like that Two Steps from Hell track. They have a lot of sick tracks, but my very favorite of theirs. What are the cards I'm eager to try out? This is the only one that I remember. I think the swaps were mostly just like fine, right? Yeah, Treskies. These cards are both fine, Council Judgment and Parallax. I like Parallax a lot better in creature decks, where you can just like win a creature mirror. And Council's Judgment's like a nice answer to opposing walkers, which we don't really have a lot of. But I'm going to take Colonnade. Colonnade can also answer opposing walkers, right? Such a late Solitude. Why are people not drafting this fucking card? Well, it's with people. Dark Petition. Dark Petition used to be in the cube a long time ago. I don't think it's bad. If you want to keep storming. You're right, Cruzeiro. Me and a couple friends drafted the 2012 Vintage Cube, and I had a lot of fun with it. The literal first Vintage Cube. But I think anywhere between 2012 and 2016 would be a fun flashback. You can e-tutor for that synthesizer. Yeah, but it's not really the first day Bardaboos. I usually don't do stips the first day, but like it's been like a day off, right? I don't think I have any time to warm up here. Original vintage cube cards that I miss. Putting a sword on a troll ascetic. That's like pretty iconic, right? Strip mine for that Crucible. Feel a little bit better about that Crucible. A little M-Drain action. God, I don't think anyone's sick of missing Ink Eyes. That card was in the cube for so long. Dragonlord Ojutai. Oh my god, Ojutai was so much fun and so good. Hitting someone with an Ojutai, finding a Time Walk off the trigger, playing the Time Walk. Oh my god. Oh my god, was that good. Ojutai's a great pick. Hello, Cannoneer. Excellent. Oh yeah, easily Bardaboos. Easily. Think about Gadgeteer versus Upheaval. I guess I could take Portable Hole. I do like Gadgeteer NEM. I was thinking about it there. It's one of the 3 cards I was looking at. We have 2 equipment for that Stoneforge Mystic. I guess I'll draft it. Hell yeah, Dobbs. Having a real good day today. Had a productive testing session. Got my cheese order in. Jamming some Vintage Cube. Exciting day. Exciting day for Caleb. We tinking? We tinking it up? Let's tinker around. The same one, Movie Munchie, yeah. It just took like 3 or 4 days to get here. Pretty quick. You were exhausted. You went home and took a nap. Hopefully the Dallas Tournament Hall has a nap station set up. Oh shit, what up? Hey XR MTG, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 26 months. We are a smidge short on playables here. So hopefully that fixes itself. Should we grab Citadel to tinker up? That could be sick. We have like no way of playing it otherwise, right? I guess I can play this thing. There are a couple cards that we thought might wheel too. If we played a Swamp or two, the Candelabra might just get us to hardcast Citadel. I don't think we have the creature count for Smuggler's Copter to be reliable, but Dam's pretty good. Pretty good backup sweeper. Like Brainstorm with Tinker. I think we have a lot of Tinkerables already. I think we're fine. And they're all very castable, except for Citadel, I guess. Portable Hole and Gadgeteer wield. Yeah, I'm not sure about the Citadel, just because it's very hard for us to actually cast it. Oh, MD Cheon's asked if I would be streaming the Arena Cube at all. Is that something people want? I assume most folks would rather watch Vintage Cube. I usually have like a third more viewers for a Moto Cube versus an Arena one. Usually I treat Lotus Petal like a spell, but like we have so many ones. I think I want one fewer mana source. All these cantrips too. That's how I usually treat it, Illusia Red. If there's no cube on Moto, then I'll play the Arena one. Yeah, sometimes Twitch is buggy red. I wouldn't worry about it unless it happens more than once or twice in a row. When I move the lands up, it makes it real easy to count my playables. You see how it says main deck 25 here? If I have these here, now I have to like manually fucking do the math on where my lane count is. And then I try and keep it separate so it's obvious to people that I'm going to play Workshop in my fucking artifact deck. Sometimes it still needs to be explained, but... yeah, I feel like the dam should be in here. I'm considering cutting the Citadel. It really does make that Tinker a lot juicier, though, huh? Lotus Petal is usually not a full land at all. I'm rando. But I've got, like, Chromatic Star. I've got a lot of cantrips here in the ones. So I'm just going to treat it like a land this time. Because I want to lower my lane count anyway. I'll cut E-Tutor. Tutor at the top of the library things are pretty sweet when you have Citadel, though. Oh, Shadowspear on Kappa Cannoneer is basically Splinter Twin. I would never cut Shadowspear if I have Cannoneer. And then we've also got Synthesizer spitting out chonkers that we want to give evasion to. If you've got a bunch of like giant 10-10s, but your opponent's got a bunch of 1-1s to jump you indefinitely, then it's just hard to win, right? Also gives a little bit of depth to the Stoneforge Mystic, right? So we're not just Stoneforging for Batterskull. We have another thing if we draw the Batterskull. Could also cut Upheaval. It's not going to be great against some opponents. I'd feel better about cutting Upheaval if I played the Dam, though. Upheaval's kind of sick with Synthesizer. Let's try it out. I feel a lot better about it if we had Academy in here. Thinking about that Swamp. Oh, no, we can't play a Swamp. This would be like 9 blue and 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8 white. We don't need that. Yeah, pod. I was trying to let people know, like all last week. Hey, Brent Bison, thanks for 14 months. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, shit, what up? Ankylosaur, thanks for the sub, thanks for 74 months there. Appreciate it. Oh, sure, iPod. Yeah, that actually is what I thought originally, that there was going to be, like, a larger break. It got extended, and then it was only 1 day off. The break kept shrinking and shrinking. I don't want to go get Citadel with Tinker this turn. The issue is, we've already made our land drop for the turn. So if we see a land on top, the Citadel does nothing, and then the Oko just turns into a 3-3. Next turn we can go nab it and hopefully do something interesting. That's exactly what I did, Rotten Agenda. I got all kinds of power. And thanks for the sub, thanks for the 12 months. Oh my fucking god. Well, 3 lands in my top 4 cards. That happens sometimes, huh? $15 land deck, by the way. Maybe I should have balanced before I served, huh? Oh, that would have been good. Just to, like, edict one of their creatures. Force them to chump with Leovold or... Yeah, shit, We can take the 1 in 25 towards finding a mana drain. But then we won't get to draw any cards. I'll just draw a card. You see what I mean? You crack the Chromatic Star. You draw a card towards the 1 counter that's in the deck. But then if you whiff, the Time Twister gives you 0 cards instead of 1 card. And sometimes 1 card's good enough. Like if you had a balance, for example. That'd be pretty good. But I should have been able to make them choose between the Oko and the Leovold. Hey, look, that card I was talking about. Not a bad mind twist. I still can't believe there was only 1 spell in the top 4 cards. Oh, hell yeah. Later. Looking at this board, you wouldn't think that the opponent fucking Leovold twisted me with an Oko in play. Well, maybe the Oko is more explainable. Praise the cube is back! Ooh, a little synth action. This would have been so good with the Citadel, huh? We do get Scry too. Can I Karakas my Citadel? That's an interesting question. Yeah, I think I can. It doesn't do anything for me, but I could. Hey, Vandwedge, thanks for 22 months. Right, exactly, empty chance. God damn it. I was going to Stoneforge Mystic for Batterskull and play it next turn. Get things rolling. Well. We can bounce Batterskull to hand. Trigger Synthesizer every turn. Opponent's gonna be first to deck. I don't think they can deck. They just shuffled another draw 7 back into their deck. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Kai Storm thinks the sub thinks it's 76 months. You got 2 weeks of Vintage Cube, Kai Storm. It's been sweet. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah, Leovold keeps trying to lock it up. Hey, Rum DMC thinks the sub thinks we're sharing the prime. Oh, man. They have a Time Warp in their deck. If they get to, like, Time Warp and then redraw it, I should be able to lock it up pretty easy. We'll see. Yeah, it's not the best synthesizer deck I've ever seen, but this is kind of cool, huh? We could have gotten Cryptic Code too. If we had Cryptic Code and Batterskull, I think it'd be pretty legit. We just have to pass here. Because they have protection. Fucking One Ring. This one was just added. Is Rift new? What do you mean? Yes, this gives them protection from everything. If I attack before I bounce, it does nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. This is what I said. This is why we're not attacking. This is why we can't do anything this turn. Oh yeah, fair enough, Jeroni. Yeah, the One Ring, when it comes into play, gives you protection from everything until your next turn. So if you're sitting there with like a Thoughtseize or whatever, you can't even Thoughtseize them. And then it also draws them cards and deals them damage. It's going to mean that they really can't lose from this spot, I don't think. Because they have a Time Warp in their deck somewhere. So they just get their whole deck and they get to recycle it. So even though we can spit out a lot of stuff every turn, I think they're going to be able to lock this up, Protection from bees? I don't think anything gives protection from bees. Maybe you, Scuff Proof. This is the first time I'm saying it. Could just make this unblockable. Pass with Drain Up. This is actually just going to smack their Jace. Make sure they don't flashback on Goodbye or Time Warp here. Almost every country, Treskies. Almost every country has a species of bee. I'm with you there, Treskies. I also don't like the mouthfeel of a 5/7 construct. So I'd be taking 10, beginning 2. The issue here is that we can't hold up mana drain. So there's like play a removal spell and I lose here. I'm surprised they didn't go for Time Warp. Maybe they couldn't when I traded for their island. Oh, the food, sure. I forgot about the food. Oh, wait, they got the One Ring here? They got the One Ring? Well, that was an easy one, huh? Never doubted it for a second, that game. Always had it in the bag. Just the easiest. Manifold Key OP. Yeah, the Manifold Key let us clear Oko earlier, too. Did a lot of work that game. Even though it never did its primary job of untapping Monolith. Opponent literally had no chance, yeah. If they ulk the key, that game's pretty impossible, huh? Yeah, maybe I was supposed to mana drain the Oko. I was worried about Time Warp. Hey, thanks, Maple Syrup. Good to know someone's rooting for me. Oh yeah, I think I'd board in Hearse here. We just don't really have the bodies for the Soul Cauldron buff. What do you think they vamped up? No need F3. My beard is part of my brand. Trademarking would be stronger, but it's not necessary. It's already covered F3. A random, huh? We could crack some stuff, but I think discarding this is fine. Currently, the portal doesn't really do anything. Could bounce that. I'm just gonna take some licks. I'm gonna wait until I can bounce the Batterskull before I run it down. Even then, this is gonna be like breaking an Oko activation every turn. It's not that exciting. Cracking Relic's awkward because now I lose Portal. Worst things have happened. Hello. So they've got the mana to turn the Kappa Cannoneer into a... Just thinking here for a sec. Little Big does have some tremendously good music videos. You're not wrong, James. We could clear Oko if we really wanted to. Manifold Key, untap Monolith, equip Batterskull, clear him. But then you got this Nissa here. I feel like Nissa's scarier. I'm not Quinny Poo. I thought about it. I tested Mono Black. I tested Blue-Eyed Artifacts. I tested White-Black Midrange. I put a lot of time into White-Black Midrange. I've tested Blue-Black Tempo. I tested a whole bunch of different stuff. Stock Esper, you got it. Elking our stuff? What can they elk? Whatever they elk, we can just bounce it. Them taking the Cannoneer? They can't. It's got to be power 3 or less. This will never be... Even if they elked this thing, even if they spent 4 fucking mana to elk this thing, the 1/1 counters on it means that it's going to be larger than that. Kappa Cannoneer is so fucked up. It's so fucked up. Alright, clear your 12 loyalty, whatever. Who cares? Your turn. They can't elk it and steal it punchers. I explained why. If they elk it, it's got 3 1/1 counters on it, so it'd be a fucking 6/6. It'd be a 7/7 with the Shadowspear. This thing, power 3 or less. 3 or less! Not the best hand I've ever kept, but it's a keep, right? You don't send this back. Right, Bill? I was excited about that, too. Can you milk an elk? Sure, why not? I think you can milk any mammal. Except for the cow in League of Legends. Yeah, Alistar. That's the one. That's the only mammal you can't milk. We could Mind Twist for 3 here. I don't think I want to, though, because I'd have to sack a land. I'm just going to pass. Did Vintage Cube go down and back up? It went down for a day. And it came back with Synthesizer and a couple of other goodies. You want to milk me? You would have to ask very politely. Duress entered the exile zone. Oh, god damn it. I'm just going to YOLO here, and hopefully that works. No! They had another! They had a backup! God damn it. Man, we would have hit, too. We would have hit. As Penance, exile a card. Couldn't have happened to a nicer me. Maybe we can find Crucible, huh? That would make me feel better. This Relic's miserable, though. I can't just sack it to draw a card. I have no idea why Relic's in here and not Synthesizer, by the way. Or are they both in? Obviously, I like one of these cards a lot better than the other. I think drawing Colonnade next turn's fine. Relic is at least good with the Magda. That's a fair point. That's valid. It's good with Magda. It's good with Lelia. I should cool down on Relic. Yeah, sure. Anytime I can't crack it, though. Anytime I can't crack it, I always get frustrated. I don't think that Upheaval's where it's at, is why I'm cracking the desk. We just don't have that much mana right now yet, Opponent keeps looting away Blightsteel. You think they're a sneak attack deck? They got that Blightsteel? That makes sense to me. Hated this. Because we have Crucible for Strip Mine, right? Now it's gone. Oh, no, Endo Jackson. Nah, it's a little too close. And the Gadgeteer makes it cost one less. That one did nothing, though. Hitting the Lotus Petal here was sick. Wow, there's not a lot going on here, huh? We only have 13 cards left in our deck. That might actually deck me. I might not want to play that. I guess it grows Cannoneer. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass. Hell yeah, Bill. Just kind of try and two-shot them with the turtle here. Basalt Monolith makes infinite with Gadgeteer. Grim Monolith does nothing. What a dirtly game, huh? What a dirtly-ass game. The Mutt's kind of good against Liliana Edict. Yeah, I would never take game actions for neutral mana. That's not me. That ain't mean. Oh yeah, Soul Cauldron should come in, We saw Necromancy. There might just be instant speed Reanimator. Hello. I actually wonder if I should be worried about instant speed Reanimator right now. Like whether maybe I shouldn't even play out the Shadowspear, Just pass the turn. With Spellbomb up. Cube, you know it, Hippity. Put must have spilled their beer. Must have spilled something. Maybe I should have a beer. Hey, Bringer Phobos, thanks for 41 months. How goes the Cuban? Pretty well, Bringer. Pretty well. Won our first match. Really tough first match, too. Was looking rough for a little bit. Then my opponent's AFK here. We are up a game, though. Last game we tinkered for Kappa Cannoneer. That took it down. You missed the upside down broken record? Yeah, I still don't know how I did that. How I made the text upside down? I have no... I didn't open up the settings or anything either. Like, there must be some key that I clicked. What can I tinker? I think the best thing to tinker is Citadel in this deck. But we also have Portal and Turtle. Perfect. I kind of dislike tinkering for Turtle here, because I might just Liliana Edict me. But they also could have, like, slammed Liliana here. Hey, Janky Merc, thanks for 15 months. Oh, that's probably what it was, Victory. Yeah, I mean, we don't know that this Karakas is relevant, or whether it's, like, even doing anything that the Spellbomb's not doing anything. Doing anything that the Spellbomb's not doing, but, you know, it's not like I've got a lot else going on. I could be slamming Forge here. I'm gonna wait a turn, slam it next turn. Keep Spellbomb up or something. It is very hard for us to hardcast Citadel. Might actually not be doable after cracking the star. Opal untap Opal. Oh, plus Lotus Petal. Actually, should I exile that portal? I'll draw it, I guess. Oh my fucking god. If I just activated Mystic Forge last turn. God damn it. They can attack for 10. Mana short of getting Cannoneer down. That'd be sick. Getting Cannoneer down this turn. Let's do this. Yeah, I assume too, Dabu. I assume Kappa's gonna be good in Modern. And that's like a relatively safe assumption. I'd love to play that Candelabra, but... Got me. Yeah, it kind of had me covered at the end there, huh? I don't know why I didn't bring in Soul Cauldron. The dam's weirdly tempting too. Drawing the Citadel was so unfortunate. Yeah, you might be right about that. Two cups, one guy. So the cool thing about the Soul land is potential Chalice for one and potential Synthesizer a turn sooner. But you're right that it's like really inconsistent. People are underestimating how inconsistent it is. Even if you play all 8 of the 7 drops, that's still like how many imprints do you need for a Chrome Mox in your deck, right? It's more than 8. And the fail rate is you get a waste, which is not the worst thing ever, but I'm excited about it. I'm excited to try it out. But I agree with you. It's probably not amazing. I'm gonna cut Candelabra here. I kind of dig this hand. Kind of dig it, kind of hate it. 14 payoffs, red 7. Come on. Come on. You think you're getting to 14 in Eldrazi aggro? The Surveil land immediately bins an Atraxa. I don't have any of my answers handy, too, so... yeah. Probably just gonna be good, huh? I guess I was supposed to mold for a hate card. They certainly weren't this consistent in the first 2 games, though. They weren't this fast. There's a double face Eldrazi land that helps a lot. To get to 14 sources, Mana Works, I think 14 is overly ambitious. I don't think you're gonna be able to do that. Eldrazi is like historically played like 3 to 4 7+, right? Maybe 5 or 6 at a height. Maybe you play blue Eldrazi with the fucking Devour 8-drop. Or is it Devour? Is that the name for it? The fucking tap 4 of your things. Balance would be one of our best draws, for sure. Emerge, that's what it is, yeah. Hello, Tinker. I don't actually know if that's better than... I don't actually know if that's better than just getting Citadel there, and hopefully Citadel does something nutty. A little bit worried about getting Breach Kozilect. One of the reasons I'm letting them draw with Palantir here. I have, James, about 10 times. It's been song requested like 6 times. It's been a popular one. It's sweet. I don't free Enti, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. Well, land-wise, I think the plains... Balance here makes them sack a land. Brings them further away from through the breach. The opponent killed it, is how it died. You see the Shieldred's Edict on top of the Atraxa. Thinking about Manifold Key versus Shadowspear versus Lotus Petal here. They're all really good, right? Shadowspear is pairing very well with this Cannoneer. Kind of a bummer I haven't found Mana Drain, huh? Oh, I can get Shadowspear with the Stoneforge. Alright, let's grab Petal. The old 2-card Atraxa. Oh, hello. I should be playing this post Cannoneer. Hey, the Thinks. Thanks for the 19 months. This is a good turn. I think it's pretty good. I'm not really sure what gets them out of this, right? It's not like there's Shadowstorm in the cube. Toxic Deluge. If they Toxic Deluged for 11, we would return Atraxa for free, again. Or Kappa Cannoneer, whichever we wanted. And then we would strip mine them, play out this Palantr, which would generate another construct. We only need to deluge for 10. Oh, right, because it kills the Kappa. Sure. And then they'd be at fucking 9 with the 1 ring going, and was never going to impact any of my decisions. Hey, Strategist and Hiatus, thanks for 32 months. Howdy, howdy, indeed. Hey, thanks, Lotus Lars. Blinking Ring does not give you protection, no. God, that's so close to a Citadel. Because this can make a black mana, and we got Opal here. Do 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 do. God damn it. I guess we crack Star, trying to hit a lane drop. Am I supposed to crack it for white or for red? Probably white, huh? Just said I'm not going to get to Tink this turn. Regret. I almost slammed Mystic Forge there. I think they would have killed me though, right? Just dead on board. Yeah. Pretty dead here. Aether Spellbomb could have done it. I could have bounced the Thari and strip mined the white source. Take 2, go down to 1, untap, play Gadgeteer or something. Some real nice brutal turns from out of our opponent with their Mana Crypt start, hum. I don't love this card, but I guess I could block. Maybe Mutt's better. Yeah, right, I'm rando. Yeah, card different or whatever, and then the draw is actually kind of smooth. You're right, it did line up awkwardly. Almost like E-Tutor for Batterskull, just fucking slam it. The issue is Batterskull doesn't even, like, beat my opponent. I think we just need to have a good start. So ideally, my opponent runs out. Ideally, they don't have another Mana Crypt Star, right? And they play out the early creatures, then we balance those away while hitting some lands. Ooh, well, I guess I'll play that. I almost want to pedal out the Crucible. I guess I can do that next turn for Mystic Forge. Let's see how generous this Plunderer is. Oh man, Karakas is really good against the Thari. Wow, they didn't activate Plunderer? I would have snapped that off. Just like, yep, Plunder. Oh my god. That's so miserable. Been a minute since I've been this badly destroyed by a deck. Oh shit, what up? Hey Chroma, thanks for the sub, thanks for 58 months. And Genghis Alex, thanks for 53. And now the deck can like loot and then steal again next turn. Yeah, jacked Faden. Kind of surprised they didn't loot earlier in their turn. Interesting. Perfect. We have to do this. And then we still have like nothing going on. Feels pretty bad. A no creature spell stip. Someone asked about a stip earlier for Winota. Was that Bardaboos? Do you want to lock that in, Bardaboos? That kind of seems like we're going to be drafting again soon. If you don't want to, no harm, no foul. No pressure, obviously. Yeah, fire it up. So we're basically gifting our opponent to Kappa Cannoneer. No, they're just countering it. Yeah, okay. Alright. Let me put this stip in the overlay.